Hello and welcome to another video. Today we are going to talk about most likely two things. Maybe you'll see the car as well. It's a client car who will get an upgrade turbo and a lot of other parts. Plus these ones. I don't know if you heard one of the issues with the GR Yaris. As soon as you have more boost or want to rev higher, actually with this project now it's boost because we're going around 400 horsepower. One of the issues is valve float, and the reason for that are these. These are the stock valve springs. These are from my car, and we also upgraded to the Kelford valve springs plus their stage 1 camshaft. That's also what he's getting, the stage 1 valve. Stage 1 camshafts. Thanks. So, we will install this winter the stage 3 camshafts. They have 4 different camshafts. The first one, which we are going to install, they also work very well on a stock motor and with just a little bit more boost. The stage 2 is, I think, above 400 horsepower and not exactly ideal for daily. And then there's the stage 3, which are for a built engine with a lot of boost and most likely over 500 horsepower. And that's our goal. So that's the camshafts we're gonna install this winter in my car. But for now we're using the stock ones, or stage 1, sorry. And then there's the 4th version, that's drag, just for pure drag racing. I don't know if there are people who just drag the GR and don't do anything else with it, but I don't think it's the best car to go drag racing, but have at it. So let's talk about these. That's the stock one, and it has this one on top. It just sits in here, and as you can see, it's very easily depressible. The one from Kelford looks like this, and as you can see, let me show you. They are, first of all, they are shorter, and I think it's also a different material, and they are very, very hard to depress. You can see the specs on our homepage or in our shop. I showed them there. And then there's this one coming on top, and it clicks right in, so it can't fall out. I really like that because this one is just very loose. That's a first thing. And then it's still too short, so you have these, I don't know what they call it, but it's basically a spacer, so you have the same height. These are necessary around 340, 350 horsepower. When you have, then that's when you will experience valve float with the stock ones. Valve float means the stock spring can't close or keep the valve closed. So with a lot of boost, it presses open the valve, and that's not something you want to have. You want the valve to open then when it's supposed to open and not just by itself. So you will gonna need these if you're going past 340, 350 horsepower. So that's what we're gonna do, and these are just the springs. So now let's have a look at the cams and let's see if there's any difference. So you get a spec sheet with it. That's just for the cams. Let's take one of them out. They are very, very short. They almost look cute. You get some assembly grease with it, and it's packed in, and as you can see, it's very, very short. So let's unpack it. and even more packed in. That is the intake valve. As you can see on here, it's the EZ version 267 EZ. That's just their stage 1 version. Let's have a look at the stock ones. These are my old ones. That's the stock ones. As you can see, they got kind of hot on the sides here, but other than that, they're pretty fine. They are also, as you can see, they're basically the same. So let's have a look at them. I showed you the exhaust one, that's the intake. Sorry. So that's the stock one, that's the one from Kelford. As you can see, it has here a little bit of, I don't know how to say that, but you can see the dent, which here just a little bit, which means here the valve is gonna open very fast, and on this one it's gonna open a little bit slower, but it's gonna stay open longer because it's much more flat at the top compared to this one. And on the other side you can see here it has a dent as well, and the one from Kelford doesn't. So the valve is gonna open a little bit slower, most likely, even maybe it's even thicker. I think it's thicker, so it may be open the same speed, but it's gonna stay open longer and it's gonna close a little bit slower than this with this one. So that's basically what this does. It lets the valve a little bit longer open.
6 months later.
So we are going on a test drive. Let's go. I don't know if you can hear it, but the car is really loud. Let's see what the car can do. So yeah, it's fast. It's proper fast. It's not that the stock car is slow, but to this it's slow.
Ja, ja definitiv. Ja. Definitiv. Mal ein bisschen Gas geben.
So, yeah, it's okay. It's fun. And the data looks, we are mapping, show the laptop. We are looking so professional. We have no idea what we're doing actually, but I would love to do 100 to 200, but we live in Switzerland, so that's not gonna happen. And I'm not gonna take a client's car to the German Autobahn. Maybe he'll do it someday, and then he can tell me the result, but I'm not gonna try that. If he wants to, he's free to do, but I'm not gonna do that with a client's car. Yeah, you have to take the car to either a racetrack or, I don't know, German Autobahn at least, so you can at least push it a bit more than just 80. We drove maybe 81, but at most 80. Yeah. Yeah, it's maybe 81, but definitely not fast. I think the client's gonna like that. I hope he does. And if it's not enough power for him, then we can always do more. That's not the issue. Now we just need, so what does the car have? The car has Sports Cat, a bigger turbo, EV2 intake, exhaust system that's from the client. I don't know what it is actually. And our oil cooler kit and Kelford valve train. So valve springs and camshafts. And sorry? Yeah, and the Wagner intercooler kit. Thanks. So, and yeah, that's about 430 horsepower in maximum attack. But if we made sure we're below 500 Newton meter, because that's apparently the limit of the stock engine and also the stock gearbox. It really doesn't like 500, so we're at 470 around, just to be safe. And if he decides he wants more power because the turbo kit is able to produce 480 to 500 horsepower easily, then he just needs a built engine like rods and pistons and bigger injectors and the clutch. I don't think this clutch, if he drives it responsibly, like you should drive a car, like you should drive a car, then the clutch might hold up. But if he starts doing race starts, I think the clutch isn't gonna last very long. And yeah, but he will need an upgraded clutch as well. So with not that much modifications, he could have also 480 or 500 horsepower. And yeah, so that's it for this video. I hope you liked it, and have a good week. See you next time. Goodbye.